This is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and you are listening to Shootin' Poop.
This is Lash LaRue, and you're shooting the poop with my buddy here, man. Keep watching, keep listening, and keep downloading.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Shootin' Shit.
That is the fastest opening we've ever had to the show, and it was done for our extended family out there that we saw during the reunion this past weekend. Sean and I did have a lot of fun hanging out with Dennis's family, who was, of course, is our 5-star production machine in the back. A lot of tonight's going to be a lot of inside jokes and a lot of inside baseball, ladies and gentlemen. We found out a lot of good stuff.
Ooh.
But before we jump on in, Joe, how you doing, bud?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
You look good, man.
I'm processing a lot of information.
Aren't you so happy you came back?
No, I'm not. I'm not happy for anything that's about to happen in the next hour.
You're a liar.
I have more questions than anything ever at this point. I don't know if they're appropriate questions. I don't care. I don't know.
We're gonna go there.
I didn't want to go there. I never wanted to be there.
Dude, I wish you were there.
I wish you were there too. You would have had a great time.
It would have been Freebird rules.
Judging by the 30 seconds of information I have about this entire fucking ordeal.
And that was just a small little slice.
We haven't even got into Sean trying to cash in the Money in the Bank, which we'll probably get into too. We'll see how
and
far
this
we
is
go.
The best part, because whenever we all, like, any bunch of us do something together, we don't talk about it with the people who weren't there. Ever. It's like a big surprise. Oh, we're gonna talk about this tonight, and it makes it so much better because I got this information literally 5 minutes ago.
Oh, dude. And I'm saying, like, that's not even. I got video footage that I can't even submit right now because it has to be edited.
We are the most it's funny because we're so unorganized, unprofessional in anything we do for this show. But it's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I want you to know this, and we're gonna hit record right now. Just lets it come up with something.
It worked for
if people really knew that's how we actually work, and like 98% of this entire show is just
trust me,
improv.
Folks in Indiana who know it very, very well.
There are folks in Indiana that saw the live version.
Oh my god, dude!
It's just it's all improv all the time from any one of us or all three of us together. And oh my god,
I wish you were there, dude.
I wish I was there now too, because I'm coming to next year's family reunion. Because I'm gonna spend the next 365 days with a lot of fucking questions.
Oh, dude.
Sleepless nights, wondering what the fuck did I hear. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
All right. Before we get stupid, let's let me say thank you to the Haynes family. We felt very, very welcome. We had a wonderful time. It's Jerry's parents, Jerry Haynes. It's his parents'
Thank
place.
you to the Hain family.
Very
Great
much, man.
family. Great American family.
Yep.
Hell of a family. Great food. The dessert was great. The atmosphere was great.
I mean, this was like the kind of reunion where there was like a 10-pound tub of banana pudding.
Oh my god, it was so good too.
Dude, I mean, people
Oh
weren't just getting like little dabs of it, Joe. They were
no.
walking out with like the full paper bowls, full, and I mean like over the heaping, like they were scraping it in like an ice cream cone.
And you had to get to it fast because they were already like it's halfway done. If you don't get none now, you're not getting none.
Yeah, the food was good. We got a little karaoke going on.
We went on a hayride at night.
Yeah, on a
We might have bottomed out with all the big people because it was an adult-only hayride, so we bottomed out
banana
once
there
or
was
twice.
no problem until me, Dennis, and Joe Vaughn were all on the trailer at the same time.
A lot of fucking banana pudding, dog.
Yeah, dude. It's a lot of meat and taters in the back of that trailer that night.
Yeah, at one point, like 12 people had to climb off just so we could cross the road.
Oh, fuck, had to submit your girth certificate for that fucking ride. Jesus Christ.
And to make it better, it is the Halloween season, and we were going right by a little prison that's out there. And I was like, well, next year we should all wear orange and see who makes it back to the house first.
That's a challenge.
Couple things that we learned, right? Number one, Jovan is not the darkest person in this little Indiana town. We stop at this convenience store, dude, and we go walking in. And just as we pull in, Jovan goes, dude, I'm going to be the darkest person in this town. I was like, come on, man, you don't know that for sure. And then we walk in the door, and it's the dude from The Simpsons. And I look at Jovan, I was like, see, and you were worried you were going to be the darkest dude in this town. I just kept walking.
The dude had me by like 4 shades, and Sean just dropped it and walked like a smooth killer. Told you we're going to be the darkest one here, and just smooth.
This isn't like a 7-Eleven or a Circle K or, I mean, they had like hamburger and like jumper cables and nonsense. Really, it wasn't food and stuff, but it's just, so we go up to pay and like my card won't work.
My card didn't work.
And so Joanne goes, well, I go, go ahead and you try. Let me see. I check make sure like I didn't turn my card off or whatever. So Jovan goes and throws his card in there. His don't work either. And I was like, your card don't work? He goes, no, man. He goes, that sucks. I don't have no cash. And I go, well, I got cash. That's unfortunate for you. For my shit. And he turns around and walks away. I was like, there's an ATM, man. Go see if your card works in there. Then he comes walking back up. The card don't work. Big man goes, oh, that's all right, man. Here. Big man drops a black Amex on the fucking counter. A black Amex. Dude, I didn't know that if I went down to Mexico and swam across the river, they just give you one of those motherfuckers when you come in.
This motherfucker. I told him that was very racist. We were.
That's not what I believe, but it is what I said in the store.
It is very much what he said on the way out.
Hats drinking coffee outside thought it was funny as hell when we were arguing about it in the parking lot.
It was your like everyday, if you could just think of the most stereotypical MAGA people who sit outside of gas stations smoking and drinking coffee.
Drinking
That's
coffee.
what they were just there, just laughing at Sean. Your people shouldn't have that kind of card. And they're over there like, God damn right, build that wall. And I was like, Jesus, Sean, you guys brought my people here.
Oh, man, that was so funny.
But yeah,
he sold it like a motherfucker, dude. He just kept it was great. This
wasn't even the start of the reunion.
Yeah, we hadn't even got there
to the
yet.
house yet. This was just me and Sean on the drive there. But I'm convinced that their machine wasn't working because when we went to that next gas station on the way out, both of our cards worked without problem. So
yeah, I had to go back later and get cigars with Crystal, and they worked fine then too. So
like, look at these sketchy motherfuckers coming in.
What probably happened is we come in and Sean goes, no. We come in and Sean goes, "You're not the darkest one here," and that guy unplugs the card machine like, "Fuck this motherfucker."
Well, fuck you. I'll show you.
Who is dark now? Who is dark now?
This black Amex is dark, motherfucker. You better plug that bitch back in.
See, why you gotta be like that in a town that absolutely pronounces a fucking hard R every time?
Oh,
You can't be fucking talking like that about my guy.
Oh,
Fucking-
dude, come on.
we leave the gas station. No shit.
Dude, no, come on, man.
We were 2
He was
blocks away from the
counterpunching like a
house.
son of a bitch. This went on for a good 13 minutes. We went back
Look.
and forth. He didn't cut me no slack at all. It was. I wish I could remember it. That's the shit we should be recording. It was the funniest shit ever. I mean, he just came back so hard that this one dude behind me was just like, "This is bullshit."
Dude, look.
Sons of bitches stealing all our jobs.
It was. Fucking Sean had a fucking rally about to take me out, fucking lynching tree. I was scared, dude. But
I wasn't gonna let him hurt you.
But we leave the gas station to go to the house where the place is, and it's like 2 blocks away, literally right there. And this white lady with the fucking short haircut just walks across the street like it's nothing. I'm like, "Oh shit, Sean, there she goes, a Karen in the wild."
Karen in the wild. Yes, he did too. They did
Dude.
not like the look of us, dude. They did not.
Yeah, us were the issue. I think
Yeah.
Sean might have been fine, but us.
Dude, come
we
on.
were-
You know, there wasn't one person there that didn't went, that some bitch has been to prison for cooking mouth. Look at him. He probably
got
stole
off.
my anhydrous.
He
How
looks
much
like
did it cost you to get your teeth done?
he looks like Kurt Sutter just wrote him. It's fine.
Oh, but no, dude, the best though, bro. The absolute best, legit best. I kept telling Giovanna, I was like, dude, do you notice that that lady keeps looking over here? Her and her husband just kept like,
These are
day.
the family now. This is at the
this is
reunion.
the family that we haven't actually met yet.
Yeah.
So we go on the nighttime hayride, and by this time, dude, we're freezing. It's cold than a motherfucker. They had started a fire, so we had finally like moved over there, and we had our chairs around.
And Sean hadn't drank anything all day, so he's really cold. He's just been smoking his ass off.
Yeah. So we were John, and something happened, and we were just fucking playing around. I was like, "Fuck you, dude!" And I jumped up and went down and sat on the other side of this. You know, we were just playing, dude. It just never stopped. It never stopped.
Yeah,
And so
we were
the
on all
dude, I
night.
can't remember their names. Dennis will have to remind us.
Yeah,
They were sitting there, and we were just like Dennis would chime in, and then their cousins were chiming in, and we were fucking burning them up too, and then we were burning each other up. We were just cooking on all cylinders, and all of a sudden I hear, I think it's Dennis's cousin or uncle, I don't know. He goes, "Man, it's just like watching the show live."
They were apparently they watch, which
They
is
watch.
cool. Hopefully,
Yeah.
they watched this episode and know that we thoroughly appreciated them for watching.
Yeah. It was a little. I don't want to be unpolite. It was very, very flattering.
So that's where those people are that actually watch us.
Right, dude. Yeah, because she was like, it's just so weird. I watch you on TV and like here you are right now. It's just like, and at one point when they went to leave, I am not. Jovan was standing there,
and Sean's like, "You and 12 other people." Being the best Sean that he can to no sell it.
You guys, the fucking kid at the Circle K. Yes,
that's it. Man. That's it. Yeah, it's Michelle and Rick. Michelle and Rick. Michelle, as hand to God, I swear, leans in and goes, "So tell me, what's it like to be famous?" I was like, "Honey, I wouldn't know. I'm only famous in like a very small, weird, little nerdy subset, and it's an even smaller, like minuscule little bit, you know." And she was just like, she just thought it was the greatest thing that we were there, and she got to hear us just jaw at each other all day long.
I thought it was great too, because
it was pretty cool.
People like what we do, man. So that made me feel good.
Well, she told me, she was like, "Well, my husband's a wrestling fan, so I became a wrestling fan. So he watches you guys every week."
There was a lot of tea spilt, gentlemen. I think we need to get to some tea.
Yeah, let's get to some tea, or possibly some pee.
Some pee. I've let Joey stew with this for a little bit because I needed to get his reaction. But at this reunion was the lovely wife of our producer.
Per our
And
sources.
she told us about a date they had where they went to an exotic, I guess you could say convention, kind of like the wrestling conventions most of us have been to. They went to an exotic one, meaning an adult themed. And
Do you mean like cheeses in wine, Jovan?
no, I'm talking about chains, whips, and exactly,
Oh,
Joe.
oh.
Yeah. And
Got it.
the big God, dang, dude, you straight went to the two. No fucking Jesus Christ.
Double barrel, baby.
Double barrel. She told us that Dennis wearing his SpongeBob t-shirt, it was very big part of the story was the SpongeBob t-shirt, was riding the mechanical
Almost
pink.
forgot that part.
Oh my god. Dude, I just realized he thought it was Patrick. That's why he wrote it.
That's not an actual photo, but it's pretty close.
It's
It's a
pretty
SpongeBob
close.
t-shirt.
As we can possibly get out there.
That's some pretty good editing you got going on there, dude. That's
I
amazing.
appreciate it.
You might want to dump that app instead.
Joe,
Oh man.
Sean and I heard this
I didn't know
live.
I didn't know he was a Chodio writer.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. He went up there for 8 seconds, Joe. What do you
She
think,
said
buddy?
he didn't make it that far. Remember,
He
she
didn't
said
make
like
it
they
very
made one
long.
turn and he got slammed to the ground, which makes sense,
Yeah.
First of all,
Kurt Dangle couldn't hold on for 8 seconds.
With the broke freaking neck.
I mean, I think the obvious question is, yeah, we all want to know exactly how long Dennis lasted riding that
Giant
massive dick.
It's so much worse.
Also, I have a lot of questions and concerns and things and all kinds of shit. So I guess I'll just start here.
Yeah.
I mean, who had Dennis and Crystal going on a fucking date to a porn convention on their fucking 2024 bingo card? Not this guy. Not this guy.
Sean's like, yeah, I could see it.
I can see
fucking liars. And for all 18 people out there listening,
I'm assuming
all
that she
liars
lied
too.
to him and said, "Hey, I got you a meet and greet with Bray Wyatt." And, next thing you know, he was straddling a giant pink penis.
Who's the biggest dick in the company? Huh?
It starts to make me question if Dennis is like secretly like just tucking it back and dancing in the mirror to like Pink Pony Club from Chapel Roan or something.
It puts the lotion on the scale. I don't think so, dude. I don't think you can tuck that and dance.
I mean, I just don't.
I mean, it'd be like an elephant like sticking its nose up its own ass.
Here's the best part. Here's the best part.
He just roll all over himself.
As I got that info, like 2 minutes before we record, Dennis goes, "We were younger." I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
I think he was trying to say before he became a father. I don't know. I got nothing, man. I don't know why he said that. It's just,
you have to understand, like, it doesn't matter where it's at in the timeline. I just need to know why.
I think we know why. I mean, it's a porn conviction. Why else would you?
But like, is it one of those scenarios like that meme online where it's like, fucked up and got really high and we got tickets to the Red Hot Chili Pipers and not the Chili Peppers? Is it one of those? Like, what kind of convention was it supposed to be for, Dennis and Crystal date night? And it's like, Dennis
meeting his wife,
clicked on and bought tickets for the porn convention.
Crystal's
meeting his wife, she's cool as shit. Honestly, like really fucking awesome.
He got up
I
and
could see it going.
Sir Mix-a-Lot and hit, dude. I mean, it wasn't like
she killed Baby Got Back. She killed Baby Got Back.
There's a family reunion with karaoke too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is so Midwest. I really need to come next year now.
Dude,
I got video of Dennis singing karaoke.
Dennis did something, I guess, from your guys' neck of the woods. Joey, he did the Fresh Prince.
He did.
And,
And he did it well.
He did it pretty good. Like
It's
he knew
almost
all
like
the words.
well, as long as he's not hitting any Meek Mill right now, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Although, judging by that photo, I feel like there might be a lot in common.
I tell you what, dude, and he didn't just do it well. He like knew the actual verses to the song, man.
Like, yeah, the first episode verses he fucking knew.
You know him, dude.
The Fresh Prince.
Like the pilot episode, Fresh Prince intro, you know.
The long version, he had it all down.
It was a good time, bro. We had a good time.
We had the album version down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good time.
His nephew was there too. That he goes to his Brewer games with. We got to meet him and his wife.
Did you get sandbagging on him too?
He was pretty drunk, dude. He was pretty easy. At one point, he had to go pee.
He broke the seal, dude.
Did he drive to Milwaukee to do it?
No. So they pulled over. He jumped off and went in the cornfield, and I convinced everybody to turn their lights on and turn around and just like shine them on it.
We had to give him a spotlight so he wouldn't get bit by nothing pissing in the fields.
Luckily for us, he was too drunk to realize we were doing it.
Yeah.
So
he was just like, "Oh, thanks everybody, I can see."
Yeah, it was a good night.
See, that's the thing. You guys do that to me. I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, okay, cool. Check this out," and just just pull my pants all the way down and just take a shit right in front of everybody.
Children on the trailer there, Joseph.
There was not children. It was adults.
Yeah, man. There was.
Oh
kids
no, they were in the
So everybody poops. Get used. You want to? Oh, you want to put your lights on and try to embarrass me? Cool, dog.
I understand.
I'm going to give you something that's going to traumatize your kids the rest of their lives. Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Indiana, bro, you don't whip out your dick in the middle of a cornfield and expect to get back on the trailer.
I kind of feel like that's what that place is all about, though.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like a lot of people have whipped their dick out in the middle of a cornfield out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah. There's songs about it.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Big red tractor.
I mean, Dennis, if I have to shit in front of your kid, you know, I feel like that's on you because I've given you enough warning to know the person I am. And if I'm going to traumatize your kid, I'm like, you kind of brought this on yourself. So I get it. I get where you're coming from, but it's kind of on you, dog.
You can see Joe being all Philly about it. Yeah, you like my asshole?
First of all, you brought your kid around me. You fucked up. Not that I'm on any watch lists or anything. I have my own kids. It's okay. I'm good. We're all right. We're doing good.
It's just Philly, you know.
Yeah. I mean, my kids are kind of assholes though too. You know,
dude,
my son shits in the living room on his training potty. He don't care. It's okay.
Your
daughter
fucking burned us the worst that I've probably been burnt in my adult life.
My daughter has zero shame.
He records with us every other week or at least twice a month.
Yeah. She fucking dude. When she was like, "Oh, are you gonna go
losers?"
Yeah. Watch wrestling in the basement and eat pizza with your loser friends. And I'm like,
yeah. So I was like, hey, guess what this weekend is? And she was like, I don't know, whatever. I was like, it's WrestleMania weekend, baby. She's like, oh, cool. You're just gonna sit there and eat pizza and chat online with your loser friends. I was like, ooh.
You're grounded.
I hurt so bad.
That was Mania 39, and I still remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah. It wasn't even.
It's the good ones that hurt.
I know the whole time I'm thinking, man, my room's upstairs. I ain't in no basement.
It was worse this year when she was like, oh, wow, look, you got to go. How was that? I'm like, it was really good and had a lot of fun. She's like, wow, did you cry? I was like, first of all, fuck you, baby. Second of all, second of all, let me show you this video. And she was like, oh my God, you really went for it, didn't you? She's like, are you proud? You're really proud of yourself in this video, aren't you? I was like, oh man, stop insulting me.
Joe was like, I got the jump.
Just look her in the eye and tell her. You're gonna want a car or go to college someday, you little shit. Be nicer.
Did he just fucking miff the kick, the punt? Oh, that's fucking garbage.
As long as the Vikings get an L, dude, I don't care.
It's possible. 1 minute left, down 10, and they don't have possession. I think game's over.
I hope so.
Man, but no, let me say one thing, dude. Even like from the jump, the moment we got there, hospitality through the roof,
Yeah,
beautiful people.
they are.
Food was amazing. Jerry killed it behind the grill, man. Burgers, hot dogs, everything was great. Um, didn't get to have much time with the big red machine because he was hosting and
Helping
throwing
us.
bags like his life depended on it. But got to see the master at work out there, even though
Dude, he is pretty good.
he was good.
Very
He was
good.
good. Got to meet his daughter, which was cool. Told her I was like, dude, as much as he talks about you, I felt like I knew you without even meeting you, so that was cool. But all in all, man, not a bad way to spend a Saturday.
Nah, it was good,
Um,
man. It was a good time.
Shout out to Dennis and Crystal too for letting us sleep in their cabin with them and
Nah,
Dennis's nephew for the time that we actually did because we were gonna rough it out in the tent like we were planning on, but it got too cold for Sean, and
fuck
Sean's just
yeah,
like, dude, I
dude.
can't do
I
this.
can't do that shit, bro. It was too cold.
So we
Maybe Fat Me could have got away with it.
Big Me was fine, but we ended up crashing for a few hours, and then we hit it back to Sean's place after.
That's the bet. Like we literally both woke up like at about, well, I don't know, dude.
About 5:30.
Was it 5:30?
Yeah,
I
more or
don't remember.
less.
Like we woke up because I woke up at 3:30. I could not get back to sleep. I just kept kind of tossing and turning. And finally, I moved back up on the couch. So like Jovan's sitting on one end asleep, and I'm like on the other end, like. And we
Oh
just kind
yeah.
of set up, and I was just like, we looked at. I was like, "You want to go?" And he was like, "Fuck it." He's like, we just kind
Yeah.
of started packing our shit up.
Sean woke up and he's like, "Hey, you want to head out?" I was like, "I don't give a fuck. Let's go." My plan was to head out so I can make it back to see some of the Sunday games, but then I ended up driving home listening to the Lions game, which was pretty cool. It was a badass game. But nah, dude, hell of a
It was a good
weekend.
weekend. Yeah.
Those are the ones that we said it. I don't know how many times we said it, man. Your ears must have been ringing because we were talking about you, Joe. We were like, "Fuck, we need Joe here." Like this
Yeah.
would have been the perfect time, perfect kind of
Mhm.
fucking weekend.
Right. Yeah.
I know it. I know. We were joking around and having fun, but I'm dead serious. I think I want to come next year now.
You got to, bro.
Do
They
it. We'll
do every.
fucking
It
yeah.
started out as like just a.
Well, they'll have to learn that I'm not really an asshole all the time in real
Dude,
life.
they know that, yeah, dude. I think they do know that because, like I said, when we got there, because
I
we
think you'll break
knew
some
that we were
hearts.
gonna, yeah, I think we knew going in, like there were gonna be a couple people there who knew who we were because Dennis's family's pretty much they all watch,
But
so
that's my thing though. I think it'll break their hearts because me and you, Sean, we were us. We were
yeah,
normal us.
yeah.
If Joe goes out there being anything other than a fucking asshole, they might be
Yeah,
like, "Who
I
is
don't know,
this
dude.
guy?"
They'll probably just fall in love with him like we did, the little bastard.
He's a lovable bastard. Are you wearing the fucking Philly acknowledge me shirt, you piece of shit?
Nice, bro. Nice.
Looks good on you, man. It looks
Looks.
good on you.
Yeah, I was wondering what I just seen Philly until you leaned back. Then I got the.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
It's the shirt that was too small because fuck fanatics.
Thanks, fanatics.
Fuck.
You're like, fuck, here, take it. I was like,
I'm
okay.
like, "Hey, you could have it, man. This is
All right,
bullshit.
thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
Fucking
no.
have no Philly fucking crop top." I'm like, "You could
Speaking
have
of
it."
which, have you seen the fucking ridiculous Ticketmaster prices for tickets for 41?
Yep.
Yeah.
That dynamic pricing, they said there was a spike where tickets were like $15,000-$20,000.
Yep.
And those are middle of the road tickets. We're not even talking ringside shit.
Not
Yeah, I
even
know.
floor.
We were
Not
talking
even
about
floor.
just last weekend, like we wanted to go this year because it was in Vegas, but I don't know, bro. I mean, those ticket
Sean
prices.
will have to win the lottery, or we'll have
It's
to donate a nut, a kidney.
on my list, dude. I'm manifesting. I just started writing shit down that I'm gonna do once I get.
Oh, Joey, that's another revelation from the weekend. Sean is manifesting.
I'm manifesting.
That's some white people shit for sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
That is some fucking
Hey,
eat,
if
pray,
it
love,
works and you get
drink
to sit
shit.
at fucking WrestleMania front row, you won't be fucking mouthing off then, will you? You'll just be like,
Okay.
that's some white people shit got us to fucking Mania. Kiss my ass.
Okay.
You
How
ain't
about you
coming
put your
now.
shirt
Fuck
on? Calm
you.
the fuck down.
Stay at
Okay.
home with your daughter and let her make fun of you eating ice cream and shit in the living room.
I'm okay with that. Because you know what? Fucking WrestleMania puts you in debt, you fuck.
It
So
does.
good luck with that.
Well, dude,
It's a
I don't
great
think. Yeah,
weekend,
I don't
though.
even know if that's gonna be.
That's cool though. Just wear that goofy hat of yours, and they'll let you right in. Like
Which
your
hat?
VIP.
Which hat, man?
Any one of them, because they're all goofy.
No, my hats aren't goofy, dude.
Oh shit! He went at the hats.
I'm going at the hats.
Ah,
You're
Sean's super serious.
exactly what I picture a Jelly Roll fan is with just like the autism turned down a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a smidge.
Yeah. The post recovery. I'm no longer doing what I was doing. I'm trying to live right.
You're forklift certified though, aren't you? I know you are.
I am forklift certified. I am.
See?
Yeah.
Dude, Jelly Roll is just a Dell for guys who are
Yeah,
forklift
dude.
certified.
Dude, yeah. Man, I got a CDL too, so I can drive over the road. You don't get more redneck than that, son.
Oh no, I know. You are absolute the fucking Wonder Bread of this show.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
I love that.
You keep us.
You're a buttered piece of Wonder Bread.
Keep us even, man.
Javon can't even be the brownest dude in Middle America. It's sad.
Nah, he's not, bro. We met the brownest dude in Middle America. He's got a
Yeah.
convenience store in Indiana.
Raji killed it. I'm not gonna lie. Good job, Raj.
Killing it.
Living the Indian dream. Dots, not feathers.
Dude.
How
much does it gotta suck for that guy? I mean, honestly.
Because he's honestly the darkest guy in that.
Or do you really think he's in there just going, I love taking all your white people?
Also, yeah, I was like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I want to know a story. Like, how do you get to that fucking part of the country?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Yeah.
Did you say I'm leaving India and I'm going to Indiana? It's India without the A. Is that what they did? So close. India, Indiana. You had to do it.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it's got Indian in it. Take the highway. That's how they get there. Not the side road.
Dude, I just like I'm like, how do you end up in a fucking part of the country of America where we know you are not from, sir?
I'll tell you how you don't get there, thanks to Sean and giving great directions. You don't go through 15 fucking cornfields for 3 fucking hours before looking up and going,
hey,
you know where the highway is, right?
You're the one who put the fucking shit in the GPS and click go.
Bitch, you live there. No, and get this. So we're going there and I'm taking the GPS, right? And I'm taking the GPS. It's taking me through cornfield and cornfield and
Dude,
cornfield.
we were so far from any
cornfield.
major highway, there was no way I was going to get you on interstate.
So I'm fucking lost, and Sean is just like, "Oh, you could have taken the highway."
By a horse and buggy.
So, now hold on. So now we're going back. We're leaving the reunion, and Sean's telling me which way to go, and I have to get the fucking "This Is Your Life" Silverwolf edition. I went to school here. I screwed this girl here. I did this here. That used to be this. I got busted here. I got here. And I'm like, if you knew this whole fucking way, why couldn't you just been like, hey, man, when you fucking leave my house, turn right and go to the highway, not fucking.
I said, do you know where you're going? And you go, yeah, I put the address in.
Because I've clearly been to fucking Indiana before. Fucking dude from Texas living in Michigan. I'm the dude playing the dude looking like the other dude.
Did it in Texas, man? I didn't know.
Damn.
Texas is weird though.
That's why the Alamo got because like everybody else was lost trying to get there to help out.
Texas is like, oh yeah, you're looking for that place. It's just down the road, but down the road is literally 45 minutes down.
45 minutes
down a fucking 8-lane highway. Like there's no that's down the road in Texas.
Yeah. Or it's the ranch next door, which is like 40,000 acres away or some shit.
So we're here about a good half hour here. I'm going to transition into pulling up the Shootin Shit phone for a second. We've got some good videos to go over. That was beautiful, Joe.
You're welcome.
Can't see you, buddy, but we heard that loud and clear.
Dude, we got to fix this goddamn phone too, because these videos are so fucking small.
Yeah, once, the people who facilitate our StreamYard give us the ability to make the screenshot bigger, I would love that.
It'd be fan-fucking-tastic.
So we'll see. We'll pray that that's in the next rollout.
Possibly.
But they're charging us a lot for this fucking service, so maybe one day they can get it up nice.
I'm gonna fucking charge them a lot.
Well, somebody's getting it up just good because we're getting fucked on this deal.
Thank you, Sean. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Somebody's got to fucking say it.
Here we go.
The little British guy's gonna message me now. I'm gonna get in trouble.
We are pulling up Sean's first video of the evening. Let's just see what Sean wanted to go to. This is not going to be on our TikTok page because it was off of Facebook and not TikTok, motherfucker.
Well,
I couldn't find it on TikTok. Well, we can put it on the Facebook page then.
All right.
Because this is a Facebook reel. It's not a TikTok.
Funny as hell.
Which is why I was saying it's not on our TikTok because it is an actual Facebook reel, not a TikTok. I couldn't find the TikTok.
Yeah.
So here it goes.
A lot of little people don't like me because I say the word midget. I got protested at one of my shows. 22 little people showed up with the picket signs. They weren't picket signs, they were 3x5 cards. But they were there. And here's the craziest thing. They walked up to me and they said, Brad, when you call a dwarf a midget, it's the exact same as calling a black person the N-word. And I was like, midget, please.
That was Sean's contribution.
I love that.
Midget, please, huh?
That might slide out. I'm just warning you.
This episode is just swinging for the fences of offending anybody and everybody.
Oh, awesome. Midget, please! Like you've never done that before.
Sean? Did you manifest being absolutely canceled for the fucking racist voices you were making earlier? And now it's like, oh, let's put a fucking video of little people up and just drop the M word like a fucking dope. Oh my god!
Are we not supposed to?
Hold on, Sean.
I didn't know that.
Sean.
Sorry, I'm not up on you. Diminutive culture. I don't.
Sean, I didn't create the word.
I didn't either.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Here, since we're multifaceted here and multicultural here, these next videos will be on the Shootin Shit TikTok. Follow us at Shootin Shit. Looked at our like videos, and you can see this one.
Look at my eyes. What do you see?
That's awesome.
It makes Sean like Mexican.
I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been everything you wanna be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Como Mussolini y Kennedy. Soy el culto a la personalidad, culto a la personalidad, culto a la personalidad. Neon lights, Nobel Prize when the mirror speaks.
Getting auto tune too. That's cool.
Dude, it's a full-on fucking show.
Dude, he's doing the whole fucking song.
Dude,
low key, I bet it's hard to play accordion.
They released fucking Cody's song on their album.
Did they?
Really? I saw the Cody one.
Yeah, the Cody song is on their fucking album.
Well, I'm afraid to comment on this one because I don't want to.
Yeah. Yo, they're my fucking guys right there.
This is where you draw the line,
dude,
Sean?
No, dude. I'm just joking. I thought it was pretty cool, man.
He fucking shreds the fucking Vernon Reid guitar riff on the accordion. Like, it's fucking solid. Dude, their covers are so fucking good. They're one of my favorite bands. Absolutely, hands down. I have their fucking albums on my phone. Fucking bumping that shit all the time. They put out a bunch of great fucking covers.
Yeah.
Like real catchy, great songs, and then you hear their covers of them are just fucking mint. They got ones that they haven't even released on albums that are fucking amazing. So
Damn. We did get a lot of things in from the boys this week for the Shootin' Shit phone. This one may have been one of the funniest ones here. This is a definite go back and watch because it's a quick one. It's a quick one, and if you don't see it in the background, you miss it.
We're breaking free. We're breaking free.
Real quick, right there. Oh, so good.
How about we talk about all the marquee players fucking absolutely getting broken legs in the NFL the past
Oh my god,
the past
it's
10 days.
nasty.
Yep. It's been
Dude,
a horrible 2 weeks.
The fucking Godwin break.
Oh, the whole ankle gone.
The fucking what's his name? The Detroit Hutchinson.
Hutchinson's leg under Romo gone.
That was brutal too because they're gonna miss his ass big time. The Miami dude though, I didn't see it. I have knee injuries. And because of that, I can't ever look at that shit without like grimacing in pain. But I seen the still of his leg like wrapped around.
Yep.
It reminded me of Anderson Silva.
Oh, my knee is
remember when he threw that kick and his leg went.
Chris Weidman's leg, yeah.
It's
like
like
a tube sock or some shit.
Yeah, like you have a sock like half hanging off your foot and it's just flopping.
Dude.
That's what basically
Brutal
happened.
shit,
Yeah,
it's
just dangling and wiggling. Yeah, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
How about that though? Like Jesus fucking Christ, a lot of marquee players just getting
going down,
absolutely murdered. Tua's coming back because Tua doesn't want to live past 30. Obviously.
Dude, when they asked him, "Are you going to wear the Guardian cap?" Nope.
Nope.
No, of
No,
course
I'm good.
not.
You're good. You're good, bro. I'm amazed if he actually remembers his fucking parents'
No,
name.
dude, he's like, no, I'm fine. I can ready to play. Coach, just put me in.
Yeah, put him in until literally he literally wants to fucking have like a mushy pile for brands. He needs to fucking call it a day.
Dude,
he wants to be the most notable Miami guy with brain damage.
Dude, he's throwing up gang signs and shit when he's unconscious like that. Yo, that's a problem. Your shit is not all together anymore. And let's be honest, the last two not been really big hits.
They weren't big hits.
Last one, and like he just hit off the ground like normal. You see guys do it all the time, and he was fucking out. And that's the thing. When you're knocked out, you learn that it gets easier to get knocked out every time.
Just ask Chuck Liddell.
You see fighters in like past their prime. After they got that first one, they just start getting dropped with the smallest of shots because it's gone. Tua, it's gone. What's he gonna do? He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back in a couple weeks, and he's gonna get knocked the fuck out again. How are you gonna justify? The fucking league needs to investigate Miami again for the same fucking player with the same fucking issue.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody in Miami worried about the pro team. They're too busy watching the college team. They're just waiting to catch us. You getting fucked up again.
That's what I'm saying, though. The NFL literally fucking investigated them, changed NFL protocol for like third-party fucking physicians and all that shit, like making sure like teams are doing what they're supposed to do, independent physicians instead of team doctors.
Yep.
And they should get investigated again for letting Tua back on the fucking field. And anything other than the guy who they fucking cart out because he can't even move his feet anymore and let him try to flip the fucking coin on a random Sunday. That's literally like that should be the only time he's back on a fucking NFL football field. He is going to die on the field.
He is.
Yeah. If anybody has a fucking Deadpool for a player to die, the next player to literally die on the field, fucking Hamlin, he made it awesome. But
that brings up a good point real quick. Do you have to give the money back if you won the bet for Damar Hamlin, or since he technically died, you keep it? It's a degenerate gambling 101. Yeah.
That's
you've already paid out.
I mean, dude, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But hey, if
stick with the Benoit jokes, all right?
I think my fucking degenerate gambling pick would be the next player to actually die on a fucking football field is probably Tua.
Yeah.
And it's his fault. It's the fucking Miami Dolphins organization's fault. Their coach, though, shout out.
How long's he been in the league?
Love him.
Tua?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
Don't ask Tua. He probably don't know.
It's been at least 3 years, 3 or 4 years, no?
That's it.
It hasn't been a long career.
Dude, the average NFL career. 4 years.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Hey, look at that. Speaking of CTE, the next video.
Talking about CTE. See, this is how we like to roll.
Is this?
What are you gonna do, Nate?
Kick your ass.
What are you gonna volume punch me, motherfucker?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do?
Go be
what are you gonna do? Out grapple me? In what fucking sense? What world are you living in? This is the real world. Now, if you're doing this because you fancy yourself a fisticuffs, if you fancy yourself, you want to actually grapple me, I'm not hard to get a hold of. Pull the fuck up. And you can show up with all your boys, do all that stuff. But what a real man will do is pull up one-on-one. I don't have a posse. I don't need one, bud. I'll drop my kid off at fucking practice, roll over, twist your fucking neck off, and then pick him up just in time unscathed with a Diet Coke. And that's how this goes for the rest of your fucking life, bud. Whenever I want. I didn't ask for this. I don't want to do this. This isn't what I do. I don't like drama. I didn't ask for this. What are you going to do, Nate?
Yeah, that's prime. That's prime time CTE right there, gents.
No, that's actually 100% honesty and the truth. like let me be very, very fucking blunt. As much of a Diaz brother fan I am, yeah, that's 6'4", that's 250 fucking pounds of a dude who's just in as good shape as Nate Diaz, if not probably better right now.
Yeah.
It's funny because, for people who wouldn't know first of all, some backstory to this is Shaub took, had a take about Shane Carwin. There's that big lawsuit, the big lawsuit against the UFC.
Yep.
They're waiting for final of what the payout's going to be right now. I think the lawsuit's over. They won. And a lot of fighters who are part of this class action put statements out about their limitations and how bad shape they are. And Shane Carwin, who was a training partner, a good friend of Shaub's, actually very much opened up and said he is struggling right now because of his fucking, basically CTE and fucking brain trauma. He can't function and keep his day-to-day job. He can't provide an income. He can't do a lot of fucking things in his life. And it seriously affected him. And, that's the fighter's life. I mean, and good for them for getting some money out of this because they deserve it. They're the guys who obviously put their lives on the line because, Dana White, the Fertitta brothers, because this goes back to the Fertitta brothers era before TKO and the whole fucking, that selling. But, they're not getting CTE.
No.
They're not dealing with all that fucking brain trauma. So obviously it's the fighters who put it on the line, and they're the ones who need the help now, and they're going to get it. And I hope so. And Shaub read this and it was upsetting and he got emotional and he opened up and he cried about it. That's his brother. That's his friend. That's somebody he loves who's struggling. And it's just like, do the fucking right thing. Break the guy off a few $1 million, let him set everything up so he can enjoy the rest of his life and not have to worry about stuff because he obviously can't keep a job because of the trauma and things like that. Well, Nate Diaz apparently said some shit, went at Shaub, and Shaub had to set him the fuck straight and remind him, like, hey, there's a reason there's weight classes. there's a reason for this. You know, everybody can think the Diaz brothers are the most badass in the run, and I love them. Don't get me wrong; I'm a fan of both of them, Nick and Nate. But you're talking, you know, you're talking your showman shit, and that's not even all of what Shaub said. Shaub went kind of scorched earth on them, on Nick, especially too, because called him out and said, you know, what if it's your brother who probably does have CTE? He's like, you know, he goes, you get emotional for your brother, your actual brother. He's like, so you're gonna come at me for being emotional for mine, and you know, it makes a lot of sense. It's a great point. But you know, to do that whole like I'll whoop your ass thing, let's be honest. Nate Diaz ain't whooping Shaub's ass.
Right.
He's not a heavyweight.
Nope.
He doesn't hit like a heavyweight. We all know he doesn't hit like a heavyweight. And when it comes to, you know, grappling skills, yes, there's levels to black belts, but typically the bigger, stronger is still going to win, especially on the ground. And that's just the truth. You know, nobody wants to admit it because, oh, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is for the smaller people to be off their back and fight off their back and blah, 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 all that shit. I know that.
Well, that was true before everybody started doing fucking jiu-jitsu, and now it isn't that way.
It's not that way. And honestly, what it is now is more of a toss between, you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a lot of wrestling and judo and things in there too. So there's it's kind of developed even more.
Yeah.
There's no universe where Nate beats Shaub. So don't talk that shit to somebody, especially about a fellow fighter. That fucking we know the Diaz brothers are probably going to suffer from in the coming years anyway.
Yep.
Because they've taken some fucking shots.
Bad shots to the dome.
Yeah.
So that's where that comes from. And you know what? Shaub's right. But the fucking burn of the year, I'll be back on time with a fucking Diet Coke.
The Diet Coke.
Absolutely. And he doesn't give a fuck. And he's right. He's like, he called Nate out. You're a fucking image, bro. You're from fucking Sacramento. Don't talk like, you know, oh, I'm this, I'm that. He's like, what? You're tough when you fucking show up with your boys? Don't. He goes, or do. He doesn't care. Like people forget, like Shaub's still a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
He left the game. Yeah. He left the game early.
Yep.
Yeah. Some people don't realize that he used to. I don't think a lot of people know. Those are like new to MMA. Don't really know that he fought UFC. Like I remember his last fight was against Rousey's husband, right?
Travis Brown. Yeah, and he got knocked out, and he talked about that, and that's when the whole thing with Rogan was like, you know, you're not there, and he admitted he was like, you know, he's like he didn't want to be in the fucking cage, he didn't want to be in that fight, and it showed, and he got fucking knocked the fuck out, and that was that, you know, and Rogan told him like you're not there, and he got on with it, but he was a top 10 heavyweight. He fucking knocked Crow Cop out too.
Yeah, dude, Crow Cop.
Crow Cop was
either like he caught him.
Yeah. So like, you know, this is a dude. He's got some marquee wins. He's been in some big fucking fights, and you know, he still trains. That's the funny thing. He left the game early, but obviously he stays in shape. He still trains. He still boxes. Listen to his shows. Listen to his podcasts and shit. He talks about it all the time. He's been hardcore on this shit, like still for years and years and years. Yeah. But he's just not taking the brain trauma for the past, 10, 12 years at this point? 10 years ago?
About 10.
Yeah. So he's got less fucking trauma on the brain, but he knows, he's even admitted he's got his own problems, you know, from his career.
Well, dude, they're all going to have, and we know that. I mean, there's trauma with any kind of combat sport when it comes to that. You know, I mean, hell, I've had 13 concussions.
Yeah.
I wasn't shit ever. No, dude. I just mean like it's not hard once you like Joe's like once you get one.
Yeah.
It don't take nothing.
Every time it gets
nothing.
I've got a Hispanic mother. I'm pretty sure I've had multiple without even knowing. It's actually, you know, a kid with ADHD and ADD. That's how you got him to sit down. He's out.
Yeah. Well, dude, I think too, I mean, this is another thing. I mean, everybody's like, well, why is this podcaster calling out Nate Diaz? Well, he's not. I mean, he's a fighter. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
Has a podcast, much like And then like, well, what about nobody calls out Rogan? Well, the reason why they don't call out Rogan is because Rogan is legit as you can get.
They've seen Rogan kick the bag.
Dude,
Everybody
Rogan
that's
is
seen Rogan kick the bag is like he generates more force than
even
legitimate kickboxers.
now at his age, dude, he is a fucking beast. And I've watched training videos and shit, dude. I'll always be polite to Joe Rogan, dude. I would never.
All right.
Now I know why Carlos Mencina didn't fight harder.
Look, man. Number one,
I
he
didn't want
killed
that
his.
shit.
Oh yeah, he didn't want this fucking. Nope. Gentlemen, real quick.
You got this? Do I think? I know you got this.
got this?
I think you got it.
I got this.
Go get him. Go get him.
Do you really think he got a chance, dog?
Degenerate Picks is going to be UFC based this week.
Oh, all right.
So you've been sucking at football. You decided to change it up, huh?
Actually, I made a lot of good money tonight on football. I'm sorry you guys couldn't have been taking advantage of that. But for those of you who did see the lines and decided that the Jay Jetta receiving yards under and over was just cake, he got the over in like the first quarter. Who didn't see Kyron touchdown anytime, paid very well. And then that kid Allen in the fourth quarter with the 25-yarder broke his 15 projected. So that was great money tonight, but I'm going to make you money on the UFC. Are you ready? UFC 308, bright and early in Abu Dhabi.
Letter from a lawyer on that one.
Oh my god, yeah. What time does that fucking start? I don't. Oh,
I think it's fucking 2 p.m. my time in Detroit. So yeah, it's an early fucking fight, which is always garbage. But here we go. You're gonna want to take Dan Ige versus Lerone Murphy. You're gonna want to take Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic. You're taking Hazmat Chimaev over Robert Whitaker. And you're gonna want Max Holloway over Ilya Topuria. It's literally now or never for Max. I think he comes out with it because I don't think Topuria is not going to be able to do to Max what he did to get the title. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I go back to the night fucking Max knocked out Gaethje.
Yep.
They cut the fucking camera to Topuria, and his face was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Yo, he looked right then and there, and I was talking to Johnsky about it. We have both said the same thing because we were texting that fight, and he said it. He's like, "Did you see his face? Did you see his face?" I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking saw it." He goes, "He don't want that." He goes, "That's the next title fight right there." He's like, "Max is taking the title," and I was like, "If fucking Max fights like he did against Gaethje, he's definitely taking the title."
Yeah,
and that's when I knew Topuria. He's not the guy. He's a good fighter, but he saw fucking what he's gonna be the one.
Yep.
That he's gonna end up 15-1 this weekend. Khamzat against Whitaker, dude, that's a scary fight for Khamzat because he's fought mostly fucking guys that really line up well for his fucking that Khabib style of just
grind him down.
Yeah. But Whitaker's not the fucking guy for that.
Whitaker has good wrestling with amazing power.
Right, but they got to get him what's his record now before this fight?
Khamzat's 13-0.
Yeah. So they got to put him in there with somebody, man, that can test his mettle.
Well, that's going to be Whitaker.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
Whitaker. Well, look, Khamzat can get hit. We all know that now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And fucking Whitaker can put it on you.
Yep.
And
dude,
I don't
put
think,
it on you and some. He reminds me of Matt Hughes.
And I'm sorry, didn't Khamzat have it was like one fucking fight? It was one. It's only one fight he won by knockout TKO.
I believe so. He's not a knockout artist.
He's not a knockout guy at all. I'm sorry, I'm looking for his record. He's got 6 by knockouts, but all his UFC fights here,
sub and decisions.
Yeah, he had that one back in fucking 2020. He had a knockout and a TKO before that, but that's it. I don't think Whitaker's afraid to stand with him, and Whitaker's going to be hard to put down.
I'm giving Hazmat home field advantage. I think you're gonna have to kill this kid to get him to lose in the UAE, and I think he goes out there hella dedicated. I don't think he knocks out Whitaker, who after his last few fights, I do suspect his chin a little bit, but I don't think Hamzat could touch the button. I think he's gonna have to grind him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think Hamzat's got the power to do
We've seen
that.
plenty of guys lose in their hometowns, man. They get jacked up, the energy level's so high, they get out there, the fight starts, and they get gassed, man, because they put so much into just getting to the ring.
Yeah.
You know, that's an energy thing. And these fights, dude, that's why I love the UFC. That's why I love it more than boxing. You know, and I love boxing, but nobody goes 15 rounds in a street fight. Everybody knows a real fight. 5 to 7 minutes tops if it's a good one and there's people involved. Somebody gets hit, they go down. That's the great thing about it.
All in all, though, a very, very good day of fights. I'm not even going to say night of fights, a good day of fights on Saturday if you're a UFC fan.
I'm just saying, at least it's early in the day because you got 3 dudes with straight chin beards. It's going to be a lot of fucking rounds of fighting because all it is going to be a lot of fucking laying and praying. And I'm praying that I don't fall the fuck asleep. That's for fucking sure.
Do you see that they have Armin Petrosian fighting? He's related to UFC long-timer Karo Petrosian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually interested to see how that kid does. He's not great, but he's good.
No, I'm still excited they push. So Tyson Paul is like in November, right?
Yeah, November 16th.
16th, I think. I want to say 15th or 16th. So I mean that's still coming up too. So
it's coming up soon.
The fight game's pretty hot right now, man.
Fight game's hot.
Javon, who's supposed to fight? Is that on this card? That's not on this card, is it?
Yeah, he is. He's the opener to the pay-per-view. Shahara Magomed versus Armin Petrosian.
Oh, he's not.
Okay.
But he's fighting a Magomed, so it's yeah.
Oh,
he's gonna have to stop that takedown. Also, shout out to everybody with UFC on the PS5. They gave us the Noche UFC background to fight at, which is pretty cool. I mean, we don't get half as cool as the shit from the Spear, but it's still pretty decent for a video game rendition.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Wolfman, it's almost your birthday, and I'm gonna take us to the phone here for our last little segment before we leave out of here.
Shit, dude.
Just a little thing for you here.
You don't know what hard times are, Daddy.
I'm gonna make them fucking cry.
The textile workers around this country are out of work. They got 4 or 5 kids and can't pay their wages, can't buy their food. Hard times are when the auto workers are out of work and they tell them go home. And hard times are when a man has worked at a job 30 years. 30 years. They give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, Daddy. That's hard time. And we all had hard times together. I admit I don't look like the athlete of the day supposed to look. My belly's just a little big. My hand is just a little big. But, brother, I am bad, and they know I'm bad. And there were 2 bad people. One was John Wayne, and he's dead, brother. And the other one's right here. You don't know.
Never get tired of seeing that, man. It's one of the greatest.
I don't either. Yeah.
With that, though, there's a lot in there. Hard times, man. Just we are coming on election season. We do not get political at all. We'll just say make sure that you do your duty and vote, whichever way it goes. Get out there and vote. I know Michigan. We've actually gotten, instead of just the generic I voted stickers, we've had like kids submit designs, and the one that won is like this badass looking wolf sticker. So I'll be trying my hardest to go get that fucking wolf sticker come early voting.
That's awesome.
But wrestling here to finish it up. Looks like the WB or the CW, whatever they are now, kind of pissed off NXT because they fucked the finish to last week's show.
Wow, some ham and egger didn't get her fucking 2 minutes. Who gives a flying fuck?
Well, you know, I'm a fan of the Australian wrestling, so I actually knew who Delta was. I think her new name is going to be Zarya, who's going to debut
I don't give a fuck
now.
if they rename her American Airlines. I'm still not watching it. I don't give a fuck.
I am. Stephanie's on there. Woo.
Give NXT a chance, man. NXT is
and
actually
also
good.
the CW. Hey, yeah, this is what happens when you go to a fucking network that's more broadcasting. You can't fucking, you're gonna have problems. Number one, because they've never aired anything like this, and number two, it's like, hey,
it's just a bunch of it's just like reruns of like One Tree Hill and Beverly Hills 90210 and what's that dumbass show you used to watch with the guy with the arrow?
I've heard nothing that would outweigh or nothing that would give me any reason to watch NXT there. I'd be there for One Tree Hill. I'll be there for fucking reruns of fucking 90210. Let's go. Fuck that. And oh my god, goes to NXT. Okay, cool.
Hit the exit video, Dennis. I'm done.
I'm not, fuckers.
Oh, okay.
Any other time, dude, he'd just be like, come on, let's go. I'm fucking tired. I need to go to bed. Now you're like, no, I want to talk.
You fucking donut, Dennis. I swear to God. The one time, I guess I'll hit the fucking button for the video this time. Way to go, champ. Way to go.
Sean, take that hat off, buddy.
All right, dude. I like my hand. It's a bullshit.
I thought it couldn't get worse, and then you're here.
Sorry, bro. Legends of the Ring Sting, man. This is a great figure, old school figure. Looks great. It's Sting! Old school Sting from WCW. Guys, you know us, 3/4 of the Shootin Shit team, and we're here with a listener just like you guys. This is Jimmy from Super Powers Comics.
My friend of almost 20 years. He's known him since you were 12.
If you know people in Chicago, you probably know Dennis because he knows half the town, of course. But shooters, if you need action figures, comics, wrestling memorabilia, we just showed you Sting. Superpowers Comics will put up their QR code so you can get a good look at everything they have coming. Give it a shot, shooters. Get your superpowers on and get your comics from our friend Jimmy, who listens just like you.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@SHOOTINGSHT. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. Check us out on TikTok at SHOOTINSHIT. And you can buy your official Shootin Shit shirt at www.ProWrestlingTees.com/SHOOTINSHT. And thanks for watching.